Hey, I am excited to share with you something I discovered lately. It started when a friend sent me an email and she was wondering about prioritizing. And she said, I have a list of things that I want to do and people I want to serve and things I want to study, but I'm not sure how to fit that into real life, right? Our plates are full and life gets busy. So how do we prioritize those things, and what does it look like in your life? And she wanted an example from my life. And I love that she asked that question because it sparked a little light bulb in my head, and I realized that the reason that I did the site and the courses the way I did was because of questions like that. Because I could, give ideas of what I'm doing, and they may or may not apply to you. We have different schedules, obviously. Maybe your kids go swimming at 6 and someone else does this, and schedules don't necessarily transfer over. And we can kind of float around from idea to idea, but unless we're grounded on a foundation of what we really want, it can be kind of frustrating. And I've also seen a lot of people who seem to be doing a lot of really good things and staying really busy on a lot of good things, but they don't feel fulfilled and they don't feel that happiness that comes when we're living a life of purpose. And I think a lot of that is because we tend to live to other people's expectations, sometimes to what the world expects or what our community expects, or even our families or ourselves, our expectations we have of ourselves. But if we can let go of that and really hone in onto what the deepest desires of our heart are, then we can start building the essential things from there and start to see a life of fulfillment. We can let those little things go that don't really matter that much. And so, even though at first they may seem like they do, sometimes we think we know what we want, and it's not till we delve deep, which is what we do in lessons 3 and 4, really hone down on what it is that's really important to us. And then we build from there. So lesson 1 is about connecting to a true principle that can guide our lives, or to God, someone we trust that can lead us and give us the commands that we can follow to reach our potential. And then lesson 2 is about that life balance, being able to make sure that we establish that connection through the day. And then lesson 3 and 4 again are about vision. And then lesson 5 is about when things don't go according to plan. Of course, they never do. And so when circumstances or people come up that maybe make us have to change what we had thought we were going to schedule for that day, it's really important to understand the principles behind what we scheduled so that we can maintain that connection and continue down the vision that we have, because we're flexible and we can adapt it because we understand the why. And then lesson 6 is about where we start building our schedule, where we say, okay, so here we have our vision, our connection. Now we are ready to figure out how our day is going to look. And that's where I share an example from my life, and then I just kind of give you some ideas about how to fit those things in your life that matter most to you. And they do build on each other. So then if you want to continue on to the Waking Warrior Journey course, it starts to build onto, okay, now let's really hone down on this area of life. We go into the heart, the mind, the body, our relationships, our environment, our resources, and our creativity. And how are we using that? And is it being centered on those things that really matter to us? And so when we can do that, we start to grow into our creative potential. We don't have to chase our dreams. We are actually growing into them because our life is in alignment with those principles that get us there. And so anyway, I got excited when I realized that, where her question helped me realize that that is exactly what I was trying to help her do. And since I don't have time to sit with everyone and say, here's your schedule and here's how to make it work for you, I started these courses. And my hope is that someday my kids will look at them and say, okay, this is what mom learned out of her 20 years of parenting at this point, and from her 8 children, and how can I, start from there and build my life according to some of the principles that she's picked up. So I hope they're helpful to you, and please share the course with your friends, and help me get the word out. This is something I get excited about, teaching and helping other people learn to do. So please come to wakingwarriors.com and check out the free basic training course, see how you like it, and if it's something that really helps your life, then maybe you can try some of the other courses on there. And I will see you there. Thanks. Bye.